Hi, this video is going to be about population genetics, and here's a problem. A scientist measures the circumference of acorns in population of oak trees and discovers that the most common circumference is 2 centimeters. What would you expect the most common circumference to be after 10 generations of stabilizing selection? And here's the 4 answers that you may choose from. And if you need the time, you may stop video here, think about all these answers and try to choose the correct answer. And when you would be ready, you can run video again and you can compare your answer with my answer and explanation. So here's my explanation. Imagine that we have 2 axes, and here would be quantity of the acorns, and here would be centimeters. So for example, this would be 1 centimeter, here would be 2, and here would be 3. So if we count, for example, 1000 acorns, so what wave here we're going to get? This is probably would look something like this. So for example, if we would have 500 here, so we can divide this group to 3 groups. So this is going to be a group where all the acorns would be between 2 and 3 centimeters, so would belong to the group with medium size 2 centimeters, and this group here would be acorns that would be small, so small, medium, and large here. So this group here would be more than 2 centimeters. And as you see on this curve, this represent also many other examples. For example, you may think about height of the people in your group, for example. If you start counting them, you probably would find that some people belong to this group of the people whose average height would be less than medium, and you would find that this group would be smaller than this one. So the most of the people would belong to this medium group, but still you would have some few people who is going to be very tall, but also they are not going to represent large group. They would represent just small group, as long as here also people would form small group. So most of the people would belong to this group, as long as acorns here, and many other examples. So when we have stabilizing selection, after 10 generation, probably our wave would look slightly different. So for example, if we have here 250 acorns, here we have 500 and 250 here, new curve would be something like this. So here probably we would have 800, and here we would have 100 and 100 here. So this group would decrease from 250 to 100, and this also would decrease from 250 to 100, but this group in the middle would increase from 500 to 800. So this selection we call stabilizing selection, when these 2 groups would become less present, and medium group would start to show increase. So So we would have acorns whose size would be about 2 centimeters, present in much more quantities than these two extreme groups of very large and very small. So let's now choose the correct answer. Answer D, can tell from the information given. This is not a correct answer. We can tell from the information given. Answer C, greater than 2 centimeters and less than 2 centimeters. In this scenario, we would have two waves. One wave would be here. The number of very small phenotypes would increase, the number of the medium would decrease, and number of very large phenotype would also increase, because here we will have greater than 2 centimeters and less than 2 centimeters. So we would have two waves here, and this is not correct answer. And answer B, greater than 2 centimeters or less than 2 centimeters, give us two possibilities to draw two different pictures. One would be wave with preference of the small sized acorns, so would look like this, with less this phenotype and this one, and another one, so this would be less than 2 centimeters, and another one greater than 2 centimeters. So the wave would look like this, where number of large acorns would increase and number of medium and small would decrease. So this is also incorrect answer, and correct answer A. This is exactly what we draw here with yellow line, where these two extreme phenotypes would decrease and number of medium-sized acorns would increase. So this would be selection against these extremes phenotypes. So we call this stabilizing selection. And this is all for today. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe for my new videos that I post almost every day. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please write your comments if you have any. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.